let's have another example in doing a knowledge audit. So this time, I've made use of a specific vision from an actual CEC. Okay, so for the first step, I've done just that. So here it is. Okay, this CEC has this vision. By the year 2011, this CEC shall be a model of ICT facility in the municipality, which provides excellent and affordable services, managed by competent personnel, and patronized by the stakeholders in a community. So you see, I've put some color in three aspects of the vision. It's a rather long vision, but you see this vision has three elements in it. So for the purposes of this exercise, let's just focus on one of the vision elements where we can do a knowledge audit. Let's focus on the aspect of having competent personnel in the CEC. So how will we do a knowledge audit based on this, competent personnel? So let's go to step 2, wherein we will select an objective that involves a knowledge opportunity or problem. Okay, so for this example, identifying the specific vision element, we've crafted a KM objective. Let's say that the objective is to define the competencies and attitude required for CEC personnel. So you can further subdivide this objective into sub-objectives, which is first to define the job and role descriptions of the personnel, to identify areas that you can do recruitment for these people and the strategies to recruit them, and how to then develop the CEC personnel in terms of, for example, training opportunities. Okay, so for step 3, let's formulate our dream ticket. Let's describe how the best case scenario for our CECs, the ideal conditions. So I've identified 4. So let's say that in order to have competent personnel, you need to have first an adequate supply of CEC talent at the municipality level that you can tap. You must also have the ability to quickly recruit these people using various methods. You can provide or have access to best learning or development opportunities for your personnel. And finally, to have well-motivated personnel working in your CEC. Okay, so step 4, let's identify knowledge-related tasks toward realizing the dream ticket, and what are the knowledge assets that are critical in realizing each of these dream tickets. Okay, so we've had 3 dream tickets. So for each one of those needs to have a task that you can do in order to achieve them. So the first one is to define the roles and jobs of the different CEC personnel. So in terms of assets, maybe you can get or come up with job descriptions from municipality, or maybe if there's still no ICT officer in your community, maybe you can get the job descriptions coming from CICT, NCC, or even other government agencies. Task number 2, we need to define the competencies of the different CEC personnel in terms of their roles or their job descriptions. So again, in terms of assets, we need to look for the available competency standards, if any. Okay, so possible sources can be from TESDA, again from CICT, or private sector in the industry, or maybe competency standards you can research coming from other countries. You can then, as an asset, look at the current knowledge, skills, and training of your CEC staff. For example, you can get their biodata, or you can have an exam where you can see the level of skills of your CEC staff. And the third task is to explore learning and development opportunities based on their current role and where their career paths would take them. So as assets, there might be, you can look around your municipality or in the province or in other areas for the availability of formal and non-formal courses. There might be available scholarships, for example, like CEC management courses, and other available learning opportunities that you can source locally, in the province, at the regional, national, or international levels. So, the fifth step, again, we'll do a knowledge audit to find out how well you can do those critical knowledges that you have identified. Okay, so for example, during the audit, you can start checking the knowledge assets from within your CEC. Okay, so what are the current knowledge or skill level of your staff? What are their educational what is their educational attainment? What is the available infrastructure in your CEC? What are the available materials that you can have ready access to? And also check for knowledge assets from other offices in your municipality or from other government agencies or IT schools or even internet cafes in your area. And you can list each type of knowledge asset and where you can get it. For example, as I've said, as a knowledge asset would be the presence of or availability of CEC management courses, and these are offered by the National Computer Center and the Philippine Community E-Center Network. Okay, so in the final step, you will do a gap analysis between your critical knowledge and the available knowledge. So examples for this would be to ask these questions. Is there already existing role or job descriptions? And if there are, look at these job descriptions. Do you feel that it is adequate and relevant for your CEC? Might there be a need for you to customize the job descriptions to fit your needs? And can you possibly merge the roles? For example, connected to the third bullet, if there's really no adequate budget for staff, to have a separate staff for administrative or to have a separate financial officer, maybe you can merge the roles. Okay, and can you actually get the right people in your community? Do you have the right people? Do you have the right dedicated people in your community that will form part of the competent personnel? And of course, very importantly, how would you motivate your CEC staff so they can offer the best service and be as competent as they can in providing services to your CEC? So this is just the second examples that I've given. I hope that you've understood it. And if you want to know more or to be immersed in more discussions on knowledge management and the knowledge audit, I would highly recommend this very interesting resource. Okay, it's called Knowledge Management for Community Development, an online curriculum resource. It has been developed by one of PhilSecNet's partners, and that is the Asian Institute of Journalism and Communication, and also one of our partners is the telecenter.org. So you can find this resource at this website, www.aijc.com/km_site/index.html. So that is the video lecture on knowledge audit. So please consult your module on knowledge management, and also don't fail to do an example of a knowledge audit report. Thank you.